Hey guys, welcome to the video for today. So before we get started, I just ask you I basically give your opinion on it. Just give me a chance, okay? I'm not asking for a lot. I'm just asking for a chance. That's why you're here. If you're a new viewer or if you're a returning viewer, you just haven't subscribed yet. I just ask you just give me a chance. Give me a week to prove that I can try and do the best that I can to my ability. Like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever you're gonna do. Let your friends know what's going on here. But anyways, let's get right on to the video.
Bonjour, mes amis. Je suis l'énergie canadienne. It's been a while. Welcome back to another video. We all know the 2022-2023 NHL season has been very, very crazy. The Bruins exceeding all expectations were shit. Some teams expected to do well that just didn't. And then there are these 16 teams. A actual collection of human shit. They belong in the pits of hell. So join me today as we go over the Amateur's Guide to the NHL Season Debrief as we collectively send each team to hell. Let's see what's in store. The Anaheim Ducks were just more of a collection of just youth trying to hopefully break out in some capacity, but the Ducks had other plans. They decided to just tank, and be bad for Bedard, and they did it. The Ducks single-handedly won the Connor Bedard sweepstakes. They won, well, not really because they got a draft lottery coming up in early May, but this is a good start. Finishing dead last and having a 25% chance at the first overall pick will definitely shake things up for you. I mean, you really got a great upside like Trevor Zegras and all the other guys coming on up. The question is, how much longer can John Gibson really be an elite goaltender? The dude's nearing his 30s and is, trying to carry the team on his back for as long as he possibly can. But there's only certain limits that a human is able to carry. In this case, he is carrying an entire fucking shitload of players on their backs. But this season, it just did not look like he could handle it. The team struggled, he struggled, everyone struggled. It was just a matter of time before the Ducks could actually do something, but this year was just not it. Because they wanted Bedard, they saw how damn good he was in the WHL, so why not go for Bedard instead? And they achieved the goal. They did what they needed to do, and they damn well got it. They got it, and they had to work hard for it, but they got it. Also, you can tell Donald Seekins to fuck off too, because that's always a great plus. Anytime you get rid of your coach and tell him to fuck right off, hey, you win in every single way. Because let's be honest, too, Dallas Eakins was not good worth shit. He was not good at all. To say that he was a good coach is like telling us shit it's the most popular shit to have ever been shit. Oh yeah, that's right. It's not damn possible because shit is just shit. So at least you got the first overall pick possibly locked up. Oh, Coyotes. You really thought you were going to get that first overall pick. Oh, how goddamn dismal you were. Because that instead of getting the first overall pick, you get to play in a college stadium of no more than 5,000 people. Watch as one fan has his fucking fingertip bitten off in November, and that pretty much describes your season. Total and utter putrid shit. Think about this, okay? It wasn't their fault that they had to move because, Glendale was being actual assholes, so they had to move, and now they're just trying to work out a deal with the actual city of Tempe for a new stadium. Not their fault because they were the ones that would have to move in the fucking first place. You figure, oh, hey, the Coyotes were in the wrong here. Rah, 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 rah. Not the case. The Coyotes tried, but instead of a hockey team, they've more so turned into the land of LTIR contracts. Don't believe me? Jakub Voracek was acquired, and he's on LTIR. Several players that were acquired from the Islanders before the season, you guessed it, were all on LTIR. I mean, at least they got draft picks out of it, but still, the Coyotes are pretty much the Schrodinger's team in the NHL. They're a team, but they're also not a team. The only upside to that damn organization you got is fucking Clayton Keller and Clayton Keller. Nick Schmaltz is good too, but Clayton Keller. Seriously, I mean, you're gonna waste that man. Just trade him before it's too late. For the love of God, save that man's career while you still can, Arizona, because he is valuable. Get a good return when you can. I must say, I'm impressed by the Buffalo Sabres this season. They actually did really damn well and exceeded everyone's goddamn expectations. They got so close at making the playoffs, but they just didn't. Certain things had to go their way, but didn't, and ultimately want to be them being eliminated. Who's got a somber ending and Craig Anderson finally retiring, but dude, he had to retire at that point. He was fossilized, but hey, he had a hell of a good career, so all respect to him. As for the team itself, there's a lot of upside to be had here, and there's nothing that this team needs to be ashamed about. Because this is a team that definitely deserved to make the playoffs. Like, they had a hell of a good season. They had everything that they could possibly ever want. Like, seriously, this is a team that actually went above and beyond to try to make its team, worth a damn. And they didn't do a bad job. They did not do a bad job of that. So honestly, keep it up, Buffalo. Devin Levy is going to be a great starter next season, unless you decide to bring in Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. But to each their own, but also to own the reach, if that even makes sense. Just like the Buffalo Sabres sometimes. Like I said, hectic seasons can do wondrous things, folks. It could be a mirage, or it could not. But in this case, the Buffalo roam with their heads held high for a very, very good future. After trading Matthew Tkachuk and losing Johnny Gaudreau in the offseason, and getting a premium haulback like Jonathan Huberdeau, Mackenzie Weegar, a prospect and a first round pick, you would think that this team would have some sort of expectations worth of shit. Oh wait, they didn't. Instead, they saw putrid shit out on the ice because no one could actually do anything worth a fucking damn. Yes, they couldn't do anything because by the time they needed to clinch up, the fire extinguisher was brought out and subsequently used on the flames because that is apparently where all their hopes and dreams went to complete shit. The flame fizzled out and they missed the playoffs. You couldn't do anything? I think that is a sign. Wake the fuck up and start fucking overtooling the team. You need to blow it up. You need to at this point. There's no other option, Calgary. You started to trend that way, but then you did the Kachuk trade. That honestly might have cost you. Because let's look at it this way, okay? Last season, Huberdeau had 115 points. This season, he only had 55. The single largest drop in point production in NHL history from season to season. How the fuck do you manage that? How? You how? Congratulations, Calgary. Your team, just like you did with the city and the stadium, fucked yourselves. There is gonna have to be some serious spring cleaning going on here. And I don't think it might be I don't think it starts with the players. I think some coaches might get the axe too. Prepare the guillotine, boys, because it's going to be a long, 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 long road ahead. And one that nobody wants coming. But guess what? You deserve every single fucking second of it, Calgary. And end of an era. Patrick Kane was traded. Jonathan Tays will not be re-signed. After all the shit that this organization has gone through for the last few years, basically it's self-inflicted. You knew this was coming. I mean, for Tays, obviously the immune disorder that left him out for an entire season, that one's understandable, but the man was their captain for a very long time. So losing a veteran like that hurts, especially one that's been with your team their entire careers. Example being Tom Brady when he left the Patriots in 2021. Exactly like that. Honest to God, like, this was a tough loss to Chicago. They don't have the core to do anything right now. Because, like, let's look at it this way. They had to get rid of some players. Jake McKay was one of them. He had to be sacrificed. He had to. The next player they need to sacrifice, honestly, God, is Zach Jones. They need to. His contract is very bad. And like, what team is going to want to take that friggin' cap hit of his? Oh, wait, no one wants to because he's overpaid. He was a fourth overall pick. I understand the prestige, but you don't need to pay him fucking $9 million for 8 years, Chicago. You you genuinely do fucking not. Look at it's one thing, right? To fucking blow up the core by trading away Patrick Kane. Speaking of which, holy shit, they traded Patrick Kane. I mean, I knew the trade rumors were from the last summer, but they actually did it. And now he gets to enjoy a playoff glory with the Rangers. So maybe this is a telltale sign of things to come. But one thing's for sure, this club is going to need a massive overbuild, massive rebuild. All I can say is the best of luck. If at first you don't succeed, just start from square one. It may not be the most viable thing, but at the end of the day, all it really is just a chance for you to grow and grow stronger as you may. Hey, you guys remember when Columbus signed Johnny Gaudreau? I know it seems like such a long time ago now. Because you know what happened instead of anything being worth a damn this season? The complete opposite. Because everyone the fuck got injured literally from opening night onwards. And by mid-November, all their top guys were injured for the rest of the season. Especially from the trip to Finland. So what the fuck happened there, Columbus? What the fuck happened? Simply just put it like this. Columbus tried to do something worth a damn, and what do you know? It flopped. Woof. Oh, fucking Christ. Like, Columbus tried it. Let's see, let me check my notes here. Injuries. Yeah, Voracek's career pretty much ending because of injury, which is fucking sad. Because he was one of the better hockey players I've seen. Well, he fucking sucks. Illness. The way they. Oh yeah, that's right. The way they fucked over Jonathan Quick, along with the Kings. I'll get to that one in the playoff preview tomorrow. But come on, the way you fucked over Jonathan. Wait, like, hey, you got Jonathan Quick. No, just like his namesake, his time in Columbus was very quick. Ha ha. But seriously, you got fucked over quick. You fucked him over. The Red Wings, well, I mean, I could talk about their nice core for the future. I could talk about how inconsistent their goaltending is. I could talk about Steve Yzerman and him possibly starting to lose it. But I guess I could start with the core. The core, okay, look at they got a lot of prospects up and coming. They got a lot. But look at, they weren't gonna do it with freaking Tom Bertuzzi, but and I guess the trade had to be done there. They were trading somebody and they didn't want to trade Don Larkin. Instead, they gave him a massive contract. Respectfully so, because he is one of their better players. So they had to trade Bertuzzi for whatever they could get. Which you got a good haul, which and no one complained about. Not even in Detroit. But putting this trade in a perspective, if you're putting this whole team in a perspective for next season, what the fuck are you gonna do with goaltending? Because the Djokovic has kind of lost his goddamn mind. Huso is actually starting to look good. So there may be a chance that there's something that's shaken up in the offseason. Whether Djokovic is gone or the Djokovic stays and just starts to play backup. Because honestly, Huso is starting to look like a formidable contender for that starting role. I just want to know what the hell Nedeljkovic does. I just want to know what the hell happens to him now. Like, it seems to me that he's not fully there. Not anymore, at least. Which, yeah, I mean, I don't expect anything to happen out of it. But each their own. But Detroit, don't keep your heads down on this one. Keep your heads up high and just know that the future's looking bright. I swear to God, my favorite prospect, honest to God, out of the Bruins system is Simon Evanson. And honestly, take care of him. He's gonna be really good. Also, that UMass role player that signed with you, John McDonald, to your ECHL club, please, for the love of God, take care of him. Please bring him up to the NHL one day. I promise you he's worth it, Detroit. I promise. I've seen him play. There is one word to describe the Canadians. Debernack. Basically, their season was just shitty. They had a chance to be well, but injuries derailed their season to holy hell and back. For starters, not having Carey Price back, possibly for the rest of his career, that's heartbreaking enough. Paul Caulfield getting hurt, Brendan Gallagher getting hurt, everyone in their right mother getting hurt, left, right, and center. Yeah, their season was just derailed. They had all the tools that looked like formidable foes, but it all came crashing down. Just it just sucks. Like they couldn't do anything with the damn injuries, and Martin St. Louis was trying his damned best to be a good coach, but you can't coach injuries. You can't because wrong place at the wrong time. Although they had the chance to do well at the same time, but they had his Connor Bedard dangling right in front of their faces. Yeah, they did, but they won too much. They won too much and potentially cost themselves Connor Bedard. But again, the draft lottery shows no mercy. So who knows? But putting it in like this though, Ham is just I I'm putting this in a non-biased view. I don't see them doing well for the next 5 or so years. Take it with what you will, but you need to do something in Montreal, and you need to act quick. Sure, you may have had a good season last year, but that don't mean you're good this year. Oh no, it doesn't. Not by a fucking long shot. Instead, what happens now is you gotta start trading people. More specifically, your captain, Roman motherfucking Yossi. You had to trade him. I mean, look at you want to get a good return for him while you still could. I understand that, but still, that was your fucking captain. Sheesh. Well, at least you got Tyson Berry and a good overhaul from the Oilers for his services. So I mean, it all worked out for actually it worked out for both teams in the end because after the trade deadline, the Predators showed a lot of life. They showed a lot of life and a lot of fight, but because of what happened for the majority of the year, they just could not suffice any comeback. To get a more of a core like that, then hell. Plus, Askarov might be coming up next season. So, hey, that's a good chance for you guys to capitalize. I'm just saying. Also, you guys, apparently your AHL system just signed this new guy, goaltender. Apparently his name is Gustav Davis Gregals. Oh yeah, I know him. UMass Lowell alum. Please, for the love of God, treat him good. Hopefully, he could be an NHL goaltender someday. Should you allow him to be? Seriously, Predators, they need to figure out their shit. Like ever they want to contend or they want to rebuild or where the fuck they want to be. Because I'm pretty sure they don't even know what the fuck they want right now. And I can tell you right now, they don't know. They are in a state of limbo. Maybe if they got rid of those fucking buck ass teeth from that cat, then we can talk about it. But because of their season, their because of their season, it's unstable. Change it up while you still can, Nashville. There's still time to figure it all out. The Ontario rivalry wants me to talk shit about the Senators so bad, but I can't because there is something to talk shit about the Senators for. Basically put, they had a damn good season for all things considered, with the core that they've had built around them and everything, so, specifically around Brady Kachuk. I mean, going out on the way and getting Cam Talbot, that's one thing. But the trade goaltender that was not happy there. I mean, I guess you achieve both things. You need a goaltender and you want to get a player out that don't want to be there. So win-win on that one. They get Claude Giroux. Good. To help basically help out generate the youth core a little bit to help give them some veteranosity. But honestly, I don't think it's enough. If I'm Ottawa here, what I want to do is I want to start adding more. And not just more veterans, because you don't need much more of those. Maybe a veteran on the defense and a veteran in goaltending might suffice because you want that veteran figurehead to help the core lead the way. But right now, you don't have enough. You may have the pieces in store, but as proven, you cannot hang yet. It's okay. It's okay because you guys did damn well this season, but you guys just could not hang yet. It's okay. Does not mean there is time to change your team. Not fully, but just in some spots. Maybe you use a little more help on the back end. Maybe you use a little more help on the forward core. Maybe you just need a little more help with the goaltending. Whatever it is, that's for you guys to decide. I'm not an expert. I'm an amateur at this. What do you think I call the amateur sports guide? But seriously, Senators, just do something. Just show us that you care about this team. Welcome to Dick Kick City, where all your hopes and dreams come to die. Just just watch as your favorite hockey team gets fucked over by Phil Fletcher. Or oh, I know his name is Chuck, but who gives a shit? You're a Dick Kick City. You are automatically prone to getting kicked in the dick. Does not matter. You just get kicked straight in the dick. Oh hey, there's a guy walking over there. Dick kick. Hey, there's a guy walking over there. Dick kick. Oh hey, look at that. The hockey team is trying to have a good season. Massive dick kick. Especially to all the fans. No dick is safe from the kick. None whatsoever. Chuck Fletcher will dick kick the fucking Flyers fans all through Broad Street and up into downtown. He'll probably dick kick him all the way to Gino's Steakhouse. Gino's Cheesesteak. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm losing my mind. Just like the Philadelphia Flyers were all season long. Oh, wait, you guys should. Oh, hey, guys, look at this. A shiny Johnny Gaudreau hanging on your fucking. Hanging right in front of your face. Nope. Didn't want to make the room for him, so you went with fucking fossilized bones instead. And by fossilized bones, I mean the same goddamn core that can't do shit. And you expect this team to be good? What do you think they play? Oh, no. They don't play in a historic Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. They play in Dick Kick City. Coming to a theater near you. There's a reason that this Penguin head is not showing. It's because they don't want to be fucking seen right now after the season they just had. They tried to get into the playoffs, but the Islanders subsequently did kick them back to Western Pennsylvania. The Yinzers scream in terror and they scream in anger. They say something about they was going to the Super Bowl or something. I have no idea. But this team, with all things considered, with all the talent on the goddamn team, finally got pimp smacked back to reality. And long overdue so. Yeah, this needed to happen and it needed to happen now. I mean, at least there's some upside. Spring cleaning's already begun with the firings of Brian Burke? You fired him? If anything, he was a good candidate to be your GM. Because Brian Burke was doing a damn good job, but apparently not. Why? Seriously, though, Brian Burke was a damn good coach. And a damn good GM candidate. But you got rid of him. Bad move, Pittsburgh. Oh, but it doesn't stop there because they also fired Ron Hextall and Chris Pryor. Well, Pittsburgh, you're free. You are free at last. You are free at last. Now, actually, Philadelphia is welcoming you with open arms to the shithole that is known as the pits of hell. Go there now and just stay there until you can get your shit together. Because you basically your team needs an overhaul. It needed it 5 years ago. After you got eliminated by the Capitals. So, it's your time. Time's ticking, Yinzers. What's your call? What's your call? Shark Tank is a week that, is, a week memorizing the sharks and everything, Shark Tank, all that shit. What do you call this? What do you call this? Because either this is a season where they actually tried to be good, or they just flopped out of water and became shit. Completely fucking shit. That was the San Jose Sharks. A team that thought they had it, but really didn't. You had injuries piled up to hell and back. No one was consistent on your goddamn team. James Reimer. You even had basically it got so bad, but you had to say goodbye to Timo Meyer as you shipped them off to New Jersey for what fans are calling an underhaul. Not even an overhaul back, an underhaul. When your fans are openly saying that they did not get enough from Meyer, you know there's a problem. And it starts at the front office. Like, for a first year GM, you would know what you're doing, right? Always have some idea because you need to have some experience, but I guess you don't because the league doesn't make any fucking sense worth shit. I know I say shit so many times, someone put a counter. But seriously though, like, what was the Sharks' intent this season? Was it to try or was it to go for Bedard? Because now they don't have either. They're not good, and they're not getting Bedard. Like their play looks fucking terrible. And until you can get the Shark back in the water, or at least back in the fucking tank, there's nothing you can do to save this team. On the upside, though, at least Erik Karlsson had a bounce back year. Which, despite all the injuries that man has gone through, good for him. You love to see a comeback story, and that was certainly one for the ages. Treat that man well, and please protect the holy shit out of him. Florio was playing. Oh, it wasn't for you. It was for, the person that your girlfriend told you not to worry about. In this case, it was to the New York Rangers. Because that team took your girl in the form of Vladimir Tarasenko. Yeah, he's finally gone. But I don't think your team's good now. That just means you guys are doing this thing called rebuilding. You guys may be familiar with it because you've got it so many goddamn times for your 50-something year history. You guys thought you were the shit after the 2019 Cup, didn't you? You guys were saying how you guys had the greatest team in the goddamn league. But explain to me what the fuck that this season was. Because I can tell you right now, their season was putrid and utter actual fucking shit. And I genuinely mean that. Their season was just terrible. No one knew what the fuck they were doing. No one knew what the fuck they were. They were just there for the sake of being there. You cannot have a fucking team that just acts to be there. You need fucking more. But with what? Because all I see is a team that's just dying in its own mediocrity. That's all I fucking see. Seriously, St. Louis, you need to figure out what you're doing. Either you're gonna try to, be good with the core that you have, which isn't really much, or you actually rebuild what you should be doing. Oh, you're going to rebuild option? Oh, good. You actually now you can actually fucking figure out what your organizational image is. I mean, let's see how that for you. I mean, oh yeah, and then I forgot to tell you about the fact you traded Ryan O'Reilly to the fucking Maple Leafs. Yeah, that one sings on, don't it? And you give him a no charge as well. St. Louis, just just go back into the shithole. Go through the Gateway Arc, which will turn into a portal upon your arrival. You just drive right in. It'll bring you back to reality. Now, reality is you're not there anymore. I think the less said about this fucking team right here, the better. The Canucks are just that team that you thought was going to do something, but wait until you see how they started their season. Like, winless through nearly 10 fucking games. Hold on, let me see if I can actually find it. But I can tell you right now, they did not fucking do well at all. At all. Because look at this is a Canucks team that was said to have a lot of high hopes, but those hopes turned into smoke and fucking mirrors. Like don't like seriously, that team was just god awful. They were lucky when the season ended because that just pretty much put an end to the pain. When your fans are telling you that they're not even gonna cheer for you, yeah, it was just ugly. Really fucking ugly, Vancouver. You lose 5 straight to start the year, and you lose pretty much all but a few games in October. You try to improve it, but you couldn't really save the season at that point because you know what happens next. Oh wait, hey Bo Horvat, I hear that you're not happy here. Well, goodbye. See ya. Wanna fucking be fuck you. That's what he told Bo Horvat on his way out. Unless he actually gets to the playoffs this year. Putrid shit. Also, can we just go ahead and just say remove the entire Canucks front office again for the way they treated the hand injury of Tanner Pearson? Can we just fire everybody? Just fire every single fucking one of them. From the top to the bottom. Just, just let them go. Let every single one of them go. As the sun unexpectedly sets on this team's playoff window, a lot of questions with this fucking organization are to be asked. What the fuck happened? You have Alex Ovechkin, you have Nicholas Backstrom, you have Tom Wilson, you have Evgeny Kuznetsov, or should I call him Evgeny Kraknetsov? And you had young goaltending. Hell, what's it called? That fucking goal that made the barehanded save against Boston towards the end of the season. But you don't have a lot in the system now, do you? Okay, let's figure out this. Let's reminisce. The last time both Ovechkin and Crosby were not in the playoffs, it was 2006. 17 fucking years ago. And guess what? We're at it again. This is a team that they look at. The Capitals are good, but this season they fell off. And they fell off hard. Well, all the injuries that piled up, I mean, what the fuck you say about the Capitals? What can you say? Checking the notes because I have notes of this. Oh yeah, blow it the fuck up. It's probably time to blow it up now. I mean, yeah, sure, injuries did you win, but you need to fucking blow it up now. You're long overdue, Washington. You're long overdue. Start blowing it up now, Washington, because now you need to. You don't have a fucking choice, Washington. Blow it up. Blow it up. Come on, blow it up already. Oh, there's the first little explosion right there. Oh, it's Peter Laviolette getting released. Wow. Okay, that's a start. That's a start. Now who's next? Is it the GM? Is it some of the players? Who is it? Who is it? Who's next? Who's next? What's all? But they need to do something. They need to do something, and the ball's in their court. So how do they approach it? Do they go with the blow it up route, or do they do with the ultimate blow up route? Because they need to make a choice, and they need to make it now with whatever is left of that team. Just fucking blow it up. And after a long video, I think it's time we wrap it up. So hope you guys actually enjoyed that. Tomorrow, it will be, well, the fucking playoff preview. So stay tuned for that. At the top of the description as well, you'll find a link to my charity event that is still ongoing, Illogical Canadian versus Cancer 2023. So do please donate if you are able to. But until then, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, leave a like. Comment down below if you guys want to see anything next. And if you have not done so already, subscribe and join the Illogical Nation. We'd be happy to have you. But until next time, folks, je suis le Logique Canadien. Bonne nuit et au revoir.